We are on and popping. Let's do it. How y'all doing? Everybody shout out where you're from. You know the drill. Shout out where you're from. You know how this goes. How are y'all doing? Happy Monday. We are at the end of it. Y'all got out of work. How you doing? What is that? Lana Renee? Is that how you say it? Lana Renee? Texas, California? What? Russia? Russia in Florida. Oh, you're a Russian that lives in Florida? Is that what we're talking about? Good to see y'all. Happy to see you, TikTok and Instagram. We are opening up. You already know. North Carolina, Ocean Springs, Seattle. Hi from Michigan. Hi, Michigan. It's cold out there. Is it warm now? Is it warm in June in Michigan? I haven't looked. London, England. You have an accent? Currently in Colombia. I just got back from Colombia. I just got back from Medellin. Medellin, baby. How y'all doing? Hello, New York. Hello, TikTok. Got Jesse on here. Nigeria, Hungary, Alberta, all over the world. Dallas, Texas. It's 98 in Michigan, y'all. We need to go down to Detroit and get some pizza. I think they have good pizza in Detroit. I've been there a time or two. So we're going to go ahead. Good to see you from Ohio. Like I said, if you are interested in finding out how to get a free call with me, go ahead and send me a DM. If you have anything that's going on that you just want to talk to me about, you want a free 45-minute call to talk through your particular situation and find out how I got thousands of others to get to where they need to be, send me a DM ASAP. I can only take but so many per day. So I'm setting up for people to meet up with tomorrow, okay? So we can do this as early as tomorrow. So go ahead and jump on it before it gets booked up, because I get booked up quite often. If you're interested in finding that out, go ahead and send me a DM. But we're gonna go ahead and get started and start talking about some of these dating questions that I get, okay? That's what we're on here for. I'm Xavier, your relationship expert. Let's go ahead and get moving. All right, so we got one from Mary. Hey, there is a guy in my gym that I like. He keeps looking at me and I really like him, but we just speak casually. I want him. Why don't you invite him out for a smoothie? You can make the first move. That's not weird. And that doesn't mean that you see, I think sometimes, because ladies have told me that they don't want to be the one to approach first. They don't want to seem too desperate. But here's the thing, just think of it like a friend. Even though you like this person, that doesn't mean that you know them, right? So technically, you are attracted to them. So with that attraction, you still need to find out what's behind it, if they're even worth entertaining. So what you have to do is take a minimal approach like you would with a friend. If you met a new friend, and thank you so much, Michelle, thank you for the heart. If you met a new friend like in Panera or in like a store and it's like, oh my God, girl, that kind of friend, the first thing you would do is you would say, okay, well, maybe we should go grab a smoothie sometime. Maybe we should go grab a quinoa bowl. That's how you get to progress a little bit. Like, just keep it simple, right? That doesn't mean that you want to jump on him right there. You're just getting to know him. Let's see, is he even available? Does he have a girlfriend, right? So it's okay to be attracted. It's okay to be very attracted. But let's just try to make sure that we're positioning ourselves correctly, because there is such thing as the right kind of positioning. What is a time zone for phone call? Don't worry about it. Send me a DM and we'll work through it. Don't worry about any of your questions. I will work with you. If you send me a DM saying that you want to figure out, you want to learn how you can get a free call with me personally, go ahead and send me a DM. Don't hesitate. How you doing, Michelle? Thank you, Michelle, for the gift. Thank you, Michelle, for the many gifts. You get a shout out because you're sending stuff. Thank you, Charlene, for sending light. Michelle again with the puff. Michelle says she wants me to announce her. That's what's happening, and I'm gonna announce Michelle. This happens for you guys on Instagram. This happens on TikTok. This is how people let you know that they're rocking with you. How long do you see it normally, Tajay? What? I don't know what that means. A person to be able to be in a healthy relationship. How long does it take? Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Some people know before they even get out of it and they're ready. Some people take months. Some people take years. Right? There's no real measure other than what you personally are. So sometimes people take a long time, sometimes people don't. My boyfriend keeps saying he wants to still be together, but refuses to address the main issue in our relationship. Been off and on for almost 3 years, very volatile, kind of narcissistic. Well, then again, maybe he doesn't care about the issues, right? Maybe he just wants to have the relationship, but he doesn't care as much about what issues you have. That could be a thing. But you have to find, well, let's talk about your issues. You might need to DM me, right? Because that sounds like it's something deeper. Oops, sorry. Dang this. Love your posts and I have to give you credit where credit is due. Well, Michelle and Lives. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to keep it going. And don't forget, if you're on TikTok, don't forget to hit the likes because that's how it starts to spread. Because we got to make sure we get it to everybody. But don't forget to hit that like button if you're on TikTok. How do I co-parent with my narcissist children's father? We are not together, but this tries to control me on what I do in my life so he won't have his kids on the set days he's meant to. Well, you're going to have to draw stronger boundaries, right? You're going to need to have stronger boundaries because narcissistic co-parents are some of the worst people walking the planet because they will use your kids against you. In fact, some narcissists try to get you pregnant on purpose so that they feel like they can have some type of ownership over you by getting you pregnant. So you might think that they're loving you, but they're not. They're using the kids. They're using your pregnancy as a way to get a hold of your life so that you can't get rid of them. So the way to work this system is you got to put your emotions to the side and you have to deal with them in a militant fashion. So you might have to DM me about that. I really appreciate you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. What about verbal beatdowns? What about it? What do you want me to say about it? My ex left all his belongings and kept flaking on me that he is coming to get his things. Do you have his address? Put it in a box and mail it. Man is married to his job, owns the business, works late, trustworthy, great guy, dedicated to you, only you, get along great, family loves him. Does he need to slow down to make time for me? Well, you just said he's married to his job, right? So even though he's owned all those things, if you're not getting time, then that's the bigger picture, right? It doesn't matter how great he is. It doesn't matter that he's dedicated to only you. What matters is that you're getting the time that you need. I'm sorry, but having a relationship requires more than just being dedicated. It needs time, it needs nurturing, it needs bonding, it needs elements of affection. So just saying I'm dedicated to you, you need more than that. I am recently divorced, and I thank you for helping me gain the strength to walk away from my narcissistic ex. What's your advice for moving on? Have support. Have support. Don't try to do everything on your own. And take your time. But like I said, I have services for that. When is it too early for a guy to say, I love you? See, here's the thing. It's not about when it's too early for him to say it. It's whether he says it and he doesn't act on it. Because a year could be too early if he's not acting on it. You see what I mean? Because a lot of guys can be convinced that they love you. That's not hard. Like in a week, I can be convinced, hey, I might love you. But that doesn't matter. What matters is how am I showing it to you? And am I showing it to you in a way that you can receive it? That's what matters more. Am I being overreactive if I didn't agree for my 7 years boyfriend to travel to Thailand alone? He's saying I'm the only one thinking crazy. No, I don't think that you're crazy. There are things that go on in Thailand. But at the same time, if you don't trust your boyfriend, then it is what it is, right? Because in Thailand, they do have prostitution and it's legal over there. They have a lot of drugs that are legal or that you can get access to very quickly. So yeah, there's things that go on over there. But at the same time, if you trust him, then that shouldn't matter, right? Yes, but wants to be with me and I want to be with him. Can we make it work? Can we make it work if you are willing to lower your standards? I mean, one of you is going to have to make the compromise, right? Relationships are about compromise and sacrifice. So if he's not willing to scale back on his job, then you have to be willing to work with less time. That's as simple as it gets, right? Thank you, by the way. How can I learn to ignore when I'm being verbally abused? Because, and I'm pregnant and I don't know what's good, babies. Send me a DM. How do you practice healthy detachment in this culture of dating when looking for a partner as a person who is not great at casual dating? As a person who is not great at casual dating? Hey, Katie, how you doing, girl? How do you practice? I don't, I don't know what you mean by healthy detachment. Like, what are you looking for? How do you tell people you know that you are seeing someone without discussing anything about it? You could just say that I'm seeing someone. I mean, there's no way to get away with not talking more about it. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna ask questions. There's nothing you could do, but you could just say, "Hey, I'm talking to someone. I'm seeing someone." But it's more in your delivery, right? And the tone. Because if the tone is like, hey, oh, I'm with someone and I'm so happy, then yeah, people are going to ask questions. But if you're just like, oh, I'm just seeing someone. Now, there's going to be those nosy Nancys who are still going to be like, oh, well, tell me all about it. I want to know every detail. Hey, Kim. The thing is, I caught him a few times chatting with girls. So you get why I'm not trusting him completely, though he didn't really cheat physically. Well, it's still cheating. If he's talking to girls and he's flirting with them when he has a girlfriend or a wife, that's still cheating. That's cheating emotionally. If the shoe was on the other foot, what would he say? Dating nowadays is so different from before. It's hard to find someone who's old fashioned. Men just want to use women for one thing. So that's not true for all men. There are plenty of men that are like that, but that's not true for all men. What I would say more than anything is we have to program ourselves a little differently to attract the right person. That's the difference now about dating today, is that one of the main differences is we have to change our methods of going out there. You can't just go out and do whatever and attract a certain kind of person, right? Now you have to stand on certain grounds. You have to change the game a little bit. I know because I've helped people change that and then they got successful. But like I said, send me a DM if you want to know how to get a free call with me. And we'll work on that. I'm looking for y'all. Okay, so I made it super easy. Just send me a DM. Jeez Louise. What is happening here? Who is this? Thank you for always, Xavier, your helpful, enlightening advice, especially on Our Rights as Women, forever here supporting you. Absolutely. So how long has it been? How long has what been? What are you talking about? Yeah, see, the thing is, ladies, is that the dating game has made some changes, right? It is not exactly what it used to be, but I would say that the dating game is easier now than it used to be. And I know that sounds crazy, but there are certain methods, there's simple changes to make, and you will have a much better dating experience because a lot of these guys that are toxic, that are manipulative, that are narcissistic, they are easy to spot out. It used to be tougher. And they used to do a good job of hiding it, but now, no, they're letting it out more. It's almost like they feel more liberated than they used to. Things have changed. So what I would say is don't allow some of these guys to change your opinion, right? Because I'm telling you, it's different now. But yeah, how's that? Well, I mean, it's individual, right? So everyone has their own individual. What is your trigger? When we can find that out, we can start building from the bottom, right? What is your trigger? What is the thing that causes you to react in a way that's not in your character? Is it abandonment? Is it fear of loss? Is it fear of being alone? Is it self-doubt? Is it insecurity? Is it, my age, my weight, my looks? See, there's so many things that cause these triggers that tend to attract a certain type of guy and keep a certain kind of guy. Because there's two different things, right? Attraction and keeping them. So what is it? Because sometimes we don't even realize it. Sometimes you don't even know your triggers. You don't even realize how much your triggers are causing you to react to certain things. You know how many times I catch people in arguments with people that are toxic that don't even know it? Some guys will actually put you in an argument that you don't need to be in just to get your attention. Some guys care more about what a woman will react to rather than what she's looking for. If you say, oh, I want a guy who, treats me right, treats me with respect, treats me with care, loves me properly, does all the right things, right? But then that same guy turns around and does the complete opposite because he wants you to react. So he's going to say things that's going to make you reactive. And then that's how he keeps your attention. See, it's a game. Once you know the game, it's easy because it's all the same. There's only but so many ways a person can realistically try to manipulate you. Do men know what triggers us? Sometimes. But sometimes they just align with your trigger. Sometimes they just align with the trigger. And in order for you to stop dating this kind of guy, you have to find out your trigger. And you have to find out proper coping skills. My ex wanted me to get pregnant, and I'm 47. Glad it ended. Yeah, like I said, a lot of manipulators and narcissists, they want to impregnate you. They don't care what you want. I've seen women that have told the guy, I don't want to get pregnant. I don't want that. Make sure you pull out. And what the guy do? He tried to make sure she got pregnant. And then she was on the pill. So he found out and he got mad. This stuff really happens, y'all. Some woman, like one woman told him, and she had an implant, and he tried to make it so that she got pregnant. He didn't tell her. I gotta be careful out in these streets, man. Some of these guys do not care about how you want your life to go. Be careful with who you are sleeping with. I'm not saying, hey, you do what you want to do, you have fun, right? But be careful. Because they say, the rumor in society is that women try to trap men. But I see it the other way. I think a lot of men try to trap women. But they don't talk about that enough because, of course, we have a double standard, right? Same girl, 12-year relationship. He left, cheated, met a girl, and now they have a kid. He has 4 kids now, 2 different baby mamas. Well, and he's probably not done. He's going to get more baby mamas. I'm learning how to be without a man. One of my triggers is feeling lonely. I'm sorry to hear that. Like I said, I am running a special. So if you want to, like I said, it's only a few people at a time, but so many people I could fit in a day. If you want to talk with me about what you have going on, I'm giving you an opportunity to figure out how to do that for free. So go ahead and DM me. I'm seeing you guys coming through. I'm looking at my Instagram right now. I see y'all DMing me, so make sure you DM me. You need more than a day with me. Okay, well, let's figure that out then. If you want to be another client that gets through the situation quickly, you know where to find me. More dating questions, ladies. I got all kinds of things going on. How do we join? Send me a message. Send me a message. Yeah, it's really crazy, Some guys are trying to get women pregnant out here. Thanks. Absolutely. What does it mean when a guy says, I love you too? I love you to you, especially if it's so soon. Well, what's so soon? How soon did he say it? Like, when did he say it? That's what I'm curious about. And we're waiting on this a month. So you think a month is too soon to know if you can love someone? How many of y'all, let me ask you, how many of y'all think a month is too soon? If you met the right person and they had everything you were looking for, everything. I like a free call. Okay, can you send me a message? Or you know what? I'll message you. Hey, Megan. Is it normal that I went silent after 7-year marriage? I'm just too tired to talk to him anymore. Um, I say it's normal to feel like you don't want to talk to him, but what are you trying to accomplish? Do you want to leave or do you want to stay? Are you trying to make it better or are you trying to exit? I guess that's what matters more is what is your next decision? How do you learn how to finally walk away, especially stop the hurt? Especially stop the hurt in your heart. How to finally walk away? Um, it depends, right? That's person to person. You might want to send me a DM. I don't that's a hard one. To finally walk away is you got to be done, right? But you have to be done to the point that you wouldn't care if he came back. Leave because I'm too tired to get it fixed anymore. So why haven't you left yet? What if someone says I love you but not ready to commit? Then they don't love you. In fact, they don't know the definition of love because love is not just something I feel. Love is an action word, right? It's I'm willing to do what it takes to show you how I love you. So that's not real love. How do you detach during the dating stage to not overinvest too early? Detach during the dating stage? Um, Too early. So why do you need to detach? There's nothing wrong with liking someone. Are you trying to manage how much you like someone? Because I can tell you a couple ways to do that. One way is get more busy. The busier you are, the harder it is to become attached really quickly. Um, you could also date someone else. If you date more than one person at a time, sometimes that helps you manage, you know, that helps you manage that, right? So having a little bit more activity, because just dating one person at a time, you can do that, but that's where I've seen a lot of people slip because then they start getting way too attached and way too invested too soon. You need some distractions. Distractions, baby. Talk about the different levels of commitment. Different levels. There's levels. Maybe I don't know about this. I think the point is commitment is something that you and your partner in a relationship agree on. We are going to maintain these behaviors regardless of what happens, right? We are going to commit. That's why when people get married, they have vows. These are vows we're going to uphold regardless of what happens. It is a commitment. Just like a commitment to go to the gym every day, a commitment to go get up and go to work every day. These are commitments, right? So that's all it is, really, to me. He went in another state and I'm waiting him to return so I can divorce and say it face to face. Okay. He did, and he put the blame on me because I like girls. 7 years relationship, but I know it was my fault too. I don't know what to do. Wait, what? What is this story going on here? I decided me leaving my 7 years relationship, but I know it was my fault too, but I don't know what to do. He did, and he put the blame on me because I like girls. I'm confused about what you liking girls. You told him in the relationship, and he decided he didn't want that. Is that what it is? How do two people get engaged and start falling out of the relationship? Well, many reasons, right? One, it could be because they don't actually love each other. Number two, they can't function together. Number three, neither of them have the tools to make it work. Number four, there were some challenges that they ran into that they didn't know how to get past. There's many reasons why it could happen. Sometimes one person is falling out of it. Maybe they underestimated themselves. So there's so much to consider in that regard. Is it okay to date more than one person at a time? Yes. In fact, I would suggest that you do that. especially in the beginning. I've been seeing him 15 years on and off. You might send me a DM. I broke my engagement for the disloyal ways he has. Oh, okay. Well, if he cheated, then you're done, right? It's a good thing that you're done. You don't want to be with someone who cheats. Mine only wanted to control me and say amen to every word of him. Well, there's quite a few guys that are like that. You can check in the narcissist pile of guys. They got plenty of guys that just want you to say amen. Plenty. What else y'all got? But like I said, if you want to work with me, if you want to figure out how to get a free call, send me a DM. I'm looking at them as we're on here. Let me see. How's your doggy? Just curious. She's fine. She's fine. She's sleeping at the moment, but she's great. She had to get a shave down, so we're gonna get her right. Women and anyone dealing with relationships, of course. As was late, I'm new here. What times are you live? There's no set time. So I would say if you want to work with me further, you can DM me and I can talk to you, or you can apply to work with me further. If you click the link in my bio, there's a spreadsheet there and I will reach out to you personally. So I would say use that if you want to ask more questions, if you want to get more answers with me, go ahead and send me a DM or apply through my link. How come we can't let each other need a good night? Absolutely. What's going on, H-Town? What's going on, girl? How you been? How come we can't let each other? I have the ring back. I thought it was over. Still talking. The trust and respect is lost. How come we can't let each other what? What are you saying? I got a new job. What kind of job you got? What are you doing? You a rocket scientist. Don't tell me. Each other go? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about your relationship. Sounds like you got to send me a DM too. Y'all got to send me some DMs, man. Like you're telling me like a piece of the situation, and if you need to talk to me so I can talk through what you have going on. How come we can't let each other go? I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know you guys, but I want to know. Pray for your success always. And love people. Absolutely. Thank you, Sophia. He wanted to meet and talk. To meet and talk a few times, then does not show up. I'm tired of it. Well, what are you going to do about it? You going to keep giving them opportunities? That's a real question. What are you going to do about it? Anyway, I think I'm getting a little tired early, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off. But like I said, if you want to work with me further, if you want to know how to get that call, go ahead and send me a DM today and I will check on it. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. I think I'm actually going to pass out, but definitely let me know. All right, bye, y'all. It's good talking to y'all.